Hello you guys, it is Black Anime here with another Black Anime review. Today, I am reviewing an anime that just ended fall season 2016. An anime that, for me personally, was in my top 5 of fall season 2016. An anime that will definitely be in my end of the year award ceremony for animes of this year. An anime that is kind of underrated, but at the same time, watched by tons, if that makes sense. Of course, I am talking about the anime 91 Days. Let's do this. "91 Days. Now, to explain the story, I have to tell you a spoiler kind of for episode 1. But because it's an episode 1, within like the first 10, maybe even first 5 minutes of the episode, I won't really count it as a spoiler. But if you don't want to hear it, feel free to skip ahead a little bit. So the story follows main character Lagusa Angelo. His dad is in the mafia, and this is young him with his young brother, probably like 7, 8 years old he is, and then his brother's like 5, 4 years old, and their dad came home, so they're hiding from their dad in the closet when the Vanity family breaks through down the door, saying, hey, this person was just assassinated, and it was a mafia boss, and they assumed it was him. So they went after him. They shot him down. Before they shot him down, he tried fighting back. Then Angelo's little brother ran out to try to protect his mom. His brother, his mom, and his dad were all killed. As they are searching the house, he finds a point in time to escape. He runs out the doorstep. He runs off into the night. One shot's fired, but it misses him. Ever since that day, he's sworn he will get his revenge on this mafia family that has struck in him so. And that's where the story begins. Well, not there, but we get a time skip. He is now, I would say, how old? Like 1920s. He is now living on his own. He's became a pocket thief to live, but that's mainly because he's on the hunt for the Vanities. He's trying to find out where they are, how to attack them. Where he receives a letter of every single person who was involved in his parents' killing, and realizes, I'm going to town, will infiltrate the mafia and take them out one by one. And that's how the story starts. That's where we begin. And it's a great ride. I promise you guys, it's worth the watch. Now let's talk about the characters. There are a lot of characters in this show, but to me personally, there's really 3 main characters. We have Angelo, who is your typical cool anime guy. He's calm, cool, collected, thinks on his feet, will do anything to reach his goal of revenging his family. We have Nero Vanity, one of the members of the Vanity family. He is next to be in charge. Very popular with the people. He's an understanding guy and will do anything to protect the family. Then we have Angelo's friend Kortoi. It's Corteo. So Cody or something like Cody. I don't know. Cordy. I don't know what you want to call him. But he is a wimp. He will sell out anyone. Not sell out, but he's a wimp. He makes booze, which is awesome. And all this is happening during the prohibition. So booze is not allowed, and we have mafia members running booze in and out and all that stuff. Bootleggers, all that stuff. But he he's a very important part to the story too. He's just a basic wimp character, if that makes sense. Moving on to the art and animation. Animation and sound. The intro of this it didn't really leave a mark for me. Like, I'm not going out my way to watch the intro every episode. I have no memory of the intro whatsoever. It just didn't really stick with me. The outro was a lot better, but also didn't really stick with me at the same time. The music throughout the show, though, was really good. It made me think that, I went back in time to those days where there was Prohibition happening with the Mafia and all that. It was really cool. And the animation is really good. There are some scenes that I felt like they just weren't trying, and that's the non-shootout scenes, or the scenes where everything's kind of just calm, or people are sitting in a room having a meeting. I feel like the animation was lacking at some points, but other than that, the animation, I would say, is pretty good. Now talking about the good and the bad, because no matter how good the anime is or how bad the anime is, there's always a good and there's always a bad. Let's start with the good news. The good news is always the way to start. The good about this anime is it's original. Like, there are tons of Mafia animes, but nothing that feels so real. Like, I feel like this could have actually happened. I feel like I could look in a history book and find Yakuza Angelo or Nero Vanity in there, which is crazy to think that, but that's just one of the good features of this anime. 2, the action scenes. Now, there's not like hand-to-hand combat action scenes like you may be thinking. It is gun-to-gun combat, but it's done really well. Like I said, the animation really flourishes at those moments. Or the chase scenes where they're in those old school, like, Ford Model Ts and whatnot, old school cars running off from the guys or the police or whatever. They're done really well. The scenes where people are killed, bodies falling to the ground, any of that is done really well. I know I keep saying that, but that's how I can explain it. It's just super cool how well everything was done animation wise, except those scenes that I told you about where they're doing nothing or just sitting around. That everything else though was just popping with colors and the grayness that's just added. It's like they did all the anime, they made it all, and then they just put like a sheet of gray, like a thin sheet of gray layer over it, and it just makes it look 10 times better. Now, moving over to the bad. The bad of this anime is it felt rushed. It's called 91 Days, but honest to God, I don't remember the last episode, what day it was, but I'm pretty sure it was like day 24 or some shit. And I was expecting 91 days from this. I'm not saying there won't be a season 2. You don't know if there is or not. I doubt it. I highly, highly doubt the way they ended it. But I just sensed, I was just expecting, because at the first, it's like day 1, day 2, day 3 for the episodes, right? So you assume that I might go to 91 episodes. I was really stoked. I was like, this is going to be really good. We're going to get details. It's going to build character development. But I felt like some characters were just introduced to be there now. The way it's ended, it's like this character was here just for this 2-minute, not even 2 minute, like 30-second conversation. You'll never see him again. Or this character is here and you'll never see him again. Now, it just lacked in that aspect. I think it was rushed. And then the other problem is the characters. Like I said, there's such a big cast and so many characters are introduced just to get killed off or just to be there. And when I say killed off, I don't mean like 10 episodes later they're killed off. I mean like, oh, there's this character here for a second and he's dead. It's not like animes where you see characters for a while and then they die, like Attack on Titan or Sword Art Online or something like that. I mean, they are there for less than half the episode and then they're gone, kind of stuff. And it bugs me. It really does. And I wish we would have seen more development from our main character, Angelo Yakuza. Like, the time skip thing really bugs me. Any anime time skip bugs the shit out of me because I want to see what's happening between those moments. But we didn't get that with this. We just got the ending, or we just got the time skip, and then the ending, and it's just disappointing. It really is. Now, time for my final verdict. As you know, I do it this order. I do terrible, very bad, bad, below average, average, above average, good, I mean not good, 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 amazing, fuck, whatever. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Masterpiece is number 10. That's all I have to say. Oh, good, very good, amazing, and then masterpiece. There you go. There you go. So, my final review on this is, it's a high average. It's a high average. I'm gonna move it just to a high above, below, a low below average review for this anime. And I say that just because it had lots of potential. It did well at first with this potential, but then, like I said, with that ending, and then the animation that was lacking for some reason during those sit-down scenes, and then characters that were forcefully put into the show just to get killed off 2 minutes later or never be seen again. It was really just bad for me personally, and this is my review. You guys don't have to agree with it, but if you do, thank you. And if you, I'm not saying, I would still highly suggest to check this out. And if you're looking for something a lot like this, and I've started doing this at the end of every one of my reviews, I will tell you something similar, whether it be a better version or a worse version or something that's equal, or a season 2 or something. But if you are interested in anime like this, I would either say watch this one, Hitman Reborn, which has that same mafia kind of feel. It's just more supernatural than this. But if you want something that's real, you want something more down to earth, I highly suggest the anime Gangsta, which I also have a review for. So check out that review if you would like. Once again, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Black Anime, out.